Aaron Singerman here, rxmuscle.com at the Camellia Classic, standing here with the bikini overall winner, Carla Dunmore. Carla, this is very rare for me that I am interviewing somebody actually taller than me.
Is it awesome?
It is actually awesome because I don't have to go like this. So tell me, this is your first show. It's got to be exciting to win your first show.
Very exciting, unexpected, to say the least, and I'm so happy.
Okay, so when you came and you prepared for the show, I know you're a bombshell, right? Shannon Day. Hey Shannon. So I almost want to say that it's unexpected, but with Shannon, she seems to have a formula worked out. So it's kind of like did you have an inkling, or this was totally?
Oh no. If you come in here with an inkling, you're probably not going to
win. that may be true. You're modest. I like that. I like that about you. So you come in here, you do the show. How did you pick this one? Did Shannon pick it? Did you decide, or you live close by?
I chose it because I knew it was a really popular show. It's something that a lot of competitors look forward to. They had the first competition last year. Right. I really wanted to do it. Mama said, go for it. Coach V said, go for it, and I went for it.
Very cool. So let me ask you, what do you do to prepare for your very first show? Tell me, before you decided to compete to now, what is the process?
Diet first. Train. And then you have to constantly stay motivated. Constantly. After that, it's pretty much, it's luck. You go out there, you do the best you can do, and you leave it up to the judges.
You told me that you are currently at LSU still, right?
Right.
How does that play into being a student and also dieting?
It actually helps, because if I'm in class all day, I'm not eating all day.
That's true, right?
So it works out.
You're on a schedule.
Right. Very strict schedule.
Okay, so one other thing you told me that was very interesting, 9-month-old daughter, okay?
My baby.
So I've got one on the way. As you can see right there, she's in the camera, but it's on the way. What does that do to your schedule? Does that also keep it kind of like regimented?
It helps with your schedule. It helps you stick to your schedule because you've got somebody else that you're responsible for that needs caring for. So you've got to get what you need to do done. Right. That way you can care for them. So where do you go from here? What's the next show? Are you going to do another one this year? Are you going to do a national level show? Next week, the Southern Classic in Jackson.
Is that a national qualifier?
It is.
So if you qualify there, I'm assuming you probably will. So if you qualify there, then what?
I'm going to get with my coaches. I'm going to probably do maybe 1 or 2 more national qualifiers just to kind of get my feet wet and then see what national show I might be good for.
As this is your first show, do you feel like your stage presence got better, or you feel like that's something you're strong at already, or is that something that's going to get better as you go?
That was my biggest fear, my stage presence. I knew that I had the training down, the diet down, but when you get up there, all the people, all the lights, it's just, you never know.
Aaron Singerman, the overall bikini winner, taller than me, rxmuscle.com. Aaron Singerman here with rxmuscle.com at the Camellia Classic with the overall women's physique winner, Ann Bernard. And Ann, this is actually I don't know if you know this, but I know this. This is the first women's physique division show ever in Louisiana. So are you, obviously you're excited, you won the overall, but are you especially excited to be the very first? You're the premier women's physique division women in Louisiana.
I'm very excited. I'm psyched. I was very excited with Dana won first women's, pro physique. So I get my own first.
So tell us a little bit, okay? You told me that you decided to compete. This is your very first time competing, period. Yep. How did you decide to do women's physique?
I decided to do women's physique. I was really excited about it because bodybuilding, I just didn't see myself putting on that kind of size. So when the physique came on board, it was just perfect. It was ideal.
So you told me that you were originally, or until recently, were in the Marine Corps. Did that prevent you from competing before, or how did that play into this?
No, when I was on active duty in the Marine Corps, I always wanted to compete. I just never got around to doing it. And now, like I was telling you, I put on some weight after I got out of the Corps. You said you gained 30 pounds. So was this a motivation where you're like, okay, it's time to do it so that you can lose those 30 pounds? Obviously, you lost more than that because you're in contest shape. But you said she actually lost 50 pounds to get in contest shape. But was that part of the motivation? No, I knew that once I started losing the weight, because, you get really into it, and that the bug just bit me. Yeah. After the 30 pounds, the bug bit me, and I said, it's time to do it. I'm not getting any younger, so let me do this.
So the routine, obviously, this is different. Figure, bikini, whatever. One of the cool things about women's physique is you get to do a routine, so you can show a little bit of personality. What was that like for you to kind of figuring out your routine? Did somebody help you with it, or was this you?
I had a little bit of help, but it was mostly me, and I ended up Thursday night switching my music, and the song that I ended up going with was a song that when I was on US Essex used to really pump me up and motivate me after 14-hour days to train. And so while I was out there...
What song?
It was Across the Nation.
Across the Nation. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So it really, it got me pumped up. But after not eating and drinking, I was shaking. It was tough to do the routine. So I'll be better prepared next time.
Okay, Ann, what is next time? When will we see you again on stage?
The Greater Gulf.
Okay, so Greater Gulf is a national qualifier. Assuming you qualify there, I think you will, but let's just say you do, what will be next for you?
Then Atlanta.
Okay, so you're going for it.
Yeah.
Good. I like to hear that. So watch out for Ann Bernard. I'll be at the Greater Gulf stage, so I'll be covering that. But if not, you don't see her there, you'll see her at nationals. Ann Bernard, Aaron Singerman, RxMuscle.com. Aaron Singerman here for RxMuscle.com for the Camellia Classic in Slidell, Louisiana. Standing here with the overall figure winner, Christina Chance. Christina, this is actually your first show winning the overall. It's a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's kind of surreal right now, actually. I was shaking a lot up there, so I'm not quite sure how I pulled this one off.
That's great. I like that. So tell me, you mentioned to me earlier that this year was a challenging year for you, and you used this kind of as a goal. Tell us a little about that.
Okay, well, I moved to Slidell actually a little bit over a year ago, and right when I moved, it was just a hard time for the family. So my grandmother passed away, and then my mom passed away shortly after that. So I was just having a really, really hard time, and I'd wanted to start doing this like right when I moved, and I couldn't commit the time. I was just so drained. And then I kind of just told myself that this is what I needed to do to pull myself out of the rut and have something like the competitive edge and a goal to work towards. So that's what I started doing.
Obviously, it worked for you. Do you suggest, obviously when something tough happens in your life, some people either, get bogged down by the sadness of it or the depression. You use this to focus on a goal to do something positive. Is that something you would suggest to people out there watching this?
I would, and I'm not going to say I didn't get bogged down with the sadness, but this was something that helped definitely pull me out of it. So, whether it's something athletic or just, if reading or getting out and doing something new, meeting new people, just something positive to get yourself out there and to put your focus on something else. For me, it was something competitive because that's what I like to do, and it definitely does help.
Have you always been an athlete?
I'd say so. I think so, yeah. So I grew up being a gymnast, and then I ran some, so...
This was just... So the gym and this kind of focused you on the next goal. Now, speaking of that, let's segue into what is the next goal after this. Where are we going from here, Christina?
Signed up for the Greater Gulf, so that's a national qualifier. And I know the competition's super fierce there, but you might as well aim high, right? And Absolutely. I would love to qualify for nationals if I could. Absolutely. So that's definitely the next step.
For Christina Chance, Aaron Singerman, RxMuscle.com.